Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Miller Time segment tonight. 3 hot topics. So let's get right to the sage of Southern California. Joins us Santa Barbara. So, Miller, you look like a teenager, man, with no facial hair. What happened there?
Billy, we got a drought out here, and it died off because I wasn't watering it.
Okay, so it just fell off your face. Did you get money?
I know, it looks like I have no chin. We'll get used to it after a while, but Jerry Brown said no more goatees. It was taking too much water, and they need it for the Delta smelt. So
you didn't get money like Joe Namath. Remember Joe Namath got money for shaving his goatee off that time? You didn't get any money, did you?
I thought he shaved his legs, didn't he, or something?
No, he was in hose or something, but the money was for the Fu Manchu he had. All right, so let's get to the soccer scandal. Why should I care? Why do you care?
Well, FIFA President Sepp Blatter has stepped down. And you know what that means now, Billy? There's going to be a Blatter probe. And boy, does that hurt. I mean, that really, really hurts. Now, Blatter is going to go over and replace Josh Earnest for a while in the White House press room. But this cat has taken a lot of bribes over the year. And, you know, when you give a soccer official a bribe, you have to exchange the cash from foot to foot. You slip it in with your right foot like that. It doesn't matter, but I just had that joke about foot to foot, so I had to get to it. But I could care less.
You know, Russia is in trouble because if they are shown, and I know this would be hard to believe, that they bribed the international soccer officials to get the games, they may take them away. Look at that. Look at Putin. He's got the little ball with the guy.
Look at Putin. Yeah. You know, he looks like a retired Ilya Kuryakin from The Man from U.N.C.L.E., doesn't he, Pootie?
I think Ilya was better looking than Putin. All right, so let's get to the TSA. Miller and I love those guys. 95% were found not to, they did a little sting operation and ran some weapons through, and they didn't get them. And is anybody surprised?
Well, you know what happens when they hear that 95% of the TSA has failed. They jump immediately into action and drum the 5% of the freaks out who are screwing up the curve for the rest of them. Now, listen, if you want me to say more than that, you fly privately. You want to put me on the plane with you, I'll do it. Until you fly me privately, the TSA are the biggest geniuses in the culture. I defer to the TSA. They're the greatest people who ever lived. The other day, I saw a TSA guy that was so bright, he was watching baggage go through the metal detector. He had a channel flicker. He was then watching baggage from other airports, just clicking around the tube. That's how smart those guys are. And the head of the TSA resigned this week. They're going to head him over and make him the head of Homeland Security. He's done such a good job.
All right, there's
I
Melvin.
went through the other day, Billy. They had Carlos the Jackal on a slip and slide going right through the line. They had Vern Troyer, mini-me, up on a rack. They've got their priorities over there.
No matter how many nice things you say, they're still going to take your shampoo away from you, Miller. You're not going to get it
Geniuses.
through. Okay.
I don't have to shampoo anymore. That's why I shaved it. I want to go through the bald line.
California, Sacramento, they now have a 24-hour ride service for drunken senators. I mean, that's good use of your tax money.
These guys are used to it. Their whole life's a free ride out here in California. The only people who get paid off better than the state senators out here are the illegal aliens that are now state senators. Let's face facts. We're a screw-up nation, and California is the dull point on the dull spear. So this does not surprise me out here.
But this is true, that because the senators drink so much in California, they have 24-hour rides. And you call them, and they come and they get you out of the bar or wherever else you're drinking and take you home. It's a service provided by the taxpayer.
Well, they're full of it. The senators themselves are the shovel-ready jobs, as it turns out, because they're constantly shoveling it. It doesn't surprise me, Billy. If I was Horace Greeley and I was alive today, I'd say, go east, young man, because this one's about to slip off, like Lex Luthor said in the Superman comic, into the ocean.
Smooth skin, Dennis Miller, and a reminder, if you want to get Dad the greatest Father's Day gift of all time, consider tickets to see Miller and me in the Don't Be a Pinhead shows. We'll be in St. Louis at the Peabody Opera House, October 23rd. Chicago Rosemont Theater, October 24th, Saturday. Charlotte, November 6th. That show is 95% sold out. South Florida, Hard Rock Hotel, November 7th, Saturday night. Phoenix at the Comerica Theater, December 4th. Vegas, December 5th, Saturday at Caesars Palace. Go to BillO'Reilly.com. We'll link you right to the box office. Dad will love the show.